Okay. It's now time for some Elysium disco. It's been a bit. Things have occurred, such as a whole ass in between day has passed. And people don't like Donkey Kong's new appearance in Mario Kart 9. I haven't done a comparison yet, so I don't know if it's more like the movie Donkey Kong or if it's more like Shigeru Miyamoto's Donkey Kong. But apparently, it doesn't look like Rare's Donkey Kong anymore. Which I'm not immediately upset about or anything, but I guess I would prefer, if they're going to switch to a different Donkey Kong design, that they use the arcade Shigeru Miyamoto Donkey Kong and not the fucking movie. I don't want everything to just be homogenized into the Mario movie designs.
The door is closed.
Okay, knock on it.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
My take on it is the coward should have done Donkey Kong Country TV show design.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere.
Yeah, but then even then, that's still just trying to that's still just based off the Rare design. I know you're just fucking around, mind you. All right, let's look at your shit. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's hotel bill calculations. Looks like she has had an extended stay. Yeah, we know. We're aware of this. See the yard below, the corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Wow.
But not for scrubbing blood off towels, or anything else interesting, it seems.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Pill bottle next to pill bottle. Sorry, there's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
Let's look at the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
You could say he's on the lookout.
Look at the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Now, it wasn't just Donkey Kong's design people were talking about, mind you, but some people are upset that he's whiter and his look is not the Rare design. It's either the arcade or it's the movie. I haven't done a comparison yet. Some people talked about, Mario looks closer to his Wonder appearance. Again, I haven't done a comparison, but if that's true, fantastic. How everything looked in Wonder was good. Wonder's art direction is amazing. I love it. Here's the only thing electrochemistry is ever fucking good for. Is investigating drug shit for job.
Nothing of note.
What?
The further you look, the more arcane it gets. You don't know what the rest of this stuff does.
Oh, fuck right off. Hold on. I do not want to spend a point in electrochemistry like fucking ever. But, sure. Well, for electrochemistry is the animal within you. The beast longs to be unleashed, to indulge and enjoy. It enables you to take drugs with fewer negative side effects. It also enables you to better investigate. Lord matters. If you need to understand a chemical breakdown, talk to someone blast out of their mind. Understand sexual dynamics. Electrochemistry is there to guide you. At high levels, electrochemistry makes you a man of unrestrained pleasure, an unrepentant Lothario who leers at people with a bottle of speed and a plastic bendy straw in either hand. With a low electrochemistry, you'll be too innocent to be effective. Without a working knowledge of drugs and sex, the city will be difficult to understand. 5 is probably fine. So we'll get 5 electrochemistry.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drug. A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Electrochemistry. I'm trying to investigate, not fucking steal. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Nah, it's okay. I just wanted to investigate, you fucking asshole. I didn't think I was increasing you to see if we could steal fucking drug. Bed has been hastily made.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface
Sure,
of
I
the
can make
window
brain
is
go
clear from
boing,
the
boing.
inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Smells cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. And cold coffee and ashtray. It looks like a hedgehog.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this door lead to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
You think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Oh shit.
You catch a single white flower between
Yo!
your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
Finger pistols.
Your 9mm semi-automatic finger pistols produce a satisfying snap. Strange for such a low-caliber finger gun to sound so chunky. The flower in your other hand is impressed. So is Kim. That's not entirely true. The lieutenant is looking at the door to the east and mostly misses them.
Aw. Anyway.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
Thanks, perception.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Stop!
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Inferno.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Right, yeah, Sylvie technically was the... Yeah,
I
okay.
am Kim Kitsuragi. I am a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. and I have seen a few. Oh yeah, life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Uh, I found something more downbeat for my next appearance.
That's the one. The small, sad church song. I've missed it. I really have.
Why?
The small, sad church song tells it like it is, detective. Sad.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Oh, we're good copying, bad copying, aren't we?
What could she be thinking of? It's hard to say. Her shoulders are relaxed, her eyes on the cigarette.
What is your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
What is that?
Oranese literature.
Oh,
It's what I studied at the university.
what is it about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money?
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranier 37.
Okay, I understand.
Miss Aranier, now there is something you should linger on.
Wouldn't it be inappropriate to linger?
All things considered, very. Now linger.
No, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a stupid question. I thought it would be.
Wasn't the tattoo on the hanged man an Oranese map of the waterways? The thought begins to form in your head, then dissipates. Something for later.
Oh, yeah? What is Arnie?
A bad memory, officer.
Of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass. Duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
And can we take a look at your passport?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
What is this wildflower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Nice room?
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
Where's the door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
The window is new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
What are you doing here in the Whirling in Rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the Whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
I have quite the collection of prescription drugs. I don't even know if I care about that. I don't care.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Okay. They tell us you were raped.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
What? What? No?
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
What? What? So you weren't?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Kind of partying. The kind I do.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Well, you all due respect. That's like, how fucking hard did you party? Harder than this.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Ah.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
So Titus, whatever his fucking name is, asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Well, just to clarify, you were not raped?
I'm 89% sure.
Does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
What?
Do you?
Is she trying to say that she doesn't really remember the events because of drug use, but she's pretty goddamn sure it was consensual? How is it then?
Maybe you don't know.
Cool.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Maybe she means because when you're drunk and having sex doesn't always mean consent, but like since we're both wasted, it's kind of a gray area. The fuck? Yeah, Kim, help.
I'm sorry, miss, but we need a definite statement.
Okay.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officers. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
Okay. Sure. It must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
She's not okay.
A
Jesus.
bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Oh!
Yes.
Jackpot.
Oh, fuck! The call reporting the hanging, that was you.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
How'd you nick it?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So you disguised your voice. Gotcha.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
In the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
It was nifty.
Thanks.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
What did they hang him for if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
They shot him too? Weird emphasis there.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, It's been a long winter.
Okay. Thank you for telling all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Yeah.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
What? Superstar and law official in one sentence sound weird.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
I don't know, dude. Rockstar and politician unfortunately go very well together. They're fucking celebrities. I'm trash.
Yeah, a cool, trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Salam Rocky by here. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
What is that about a ludicrous fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak. A pulmonary tract infection. Atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. This is the beginning of your legend.
I'll take the thought cabinet. I don't know if I'm going to use it, though. Sure.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world.
Simply change the
It's
definition of all the
on.
bad shit. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, Kim wants to talk to me. What up, Kim?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something is off here?
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Okay.
This window is pristine.
No, not the fucking window. I don't think I give a shit about the window. Let's go down the stairs. Pretty fucking window. Yeah. Oh boy.
Clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Hi, Titus Hardy. Let's go over the rape victim again.
Again? Seriously, man. Fine. Fire away.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no.
Was like that carry.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
She says she wasn't raped.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Wow, crazy.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Shut the fuck up, Elizabeth.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
What are you talking? Cut the bullshit.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
So what's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
And how'd you bug them?
We have machines. We're in
Nano
logistics.
machines,
How do you
son.
think harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Titus, you're not smart. Shut the fuck up.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Where can I listen to it?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Okay.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Alright, that's enough for now. I'll get back to investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Sure.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
What? Is this tape supposed to be some kind of a trap? Excuse me.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now.
Oh my god, is Harry's voice gonna be on this fucking tape?
The machine was made in Revachol by a company called Le Mercier. Their logo depicts the triple-towered Delta skyline. It was supposedly built to last. There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix. But it isn't anymore.
Any ideas?
My kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
Sorry I'm useless, Kim. Sorry everything I fucking do gets fucked up. Kim, I'm sorry I ruined everything, Kim. I'm so sorry. Kim, I'm so fucking sorry, Kim. Hey, what the fuck? Who are you? What are you guys doing? Hey.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Nice shirt.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Fuck the world. I would wear a shirt that says fuck. What is it? World is a shit or something. What the fuck was it? Eat shit and carry on. I don't know. I need to look it up.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
The Besmertnay.
Besmertine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
That's not what he said though. He said Besmertnay. Yeah.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal...
Fuck-all swagger. Non-verbal.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted
That possibly the point, maybe. Yeah, I know. I just want to make fun of him. I just want to make fun of the dude.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing. Crazy.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
Who?
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anodic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Be wary of the abyss.
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
A threat? Good, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Holy shit!
Hey, there's no need for that. I'm just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? Martinez. I keep wanting to like not pronounce the rest of it.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you guys part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Go home. Fuck off, you two. You're
We'll
so
fuck
stupid.
the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Right on, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Thanks, piss. Thanks, fuck.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
I know. I just wanted to be thorough.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
No.
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
The field's called what? Define. Epistemology. The theory of knowledge, especially with regards to its methods, validity, and scope. Epistemology is the investigation of what distinguishes justified belief from opinion. Okay, little high concept. I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
Get out of here with your pseudoscience. I don't want it.
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
It's not. A man is dead. We need answers.
So what do you think we know?
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That's a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
You want to have sex with the planet?
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Why does your jacket have piss F slur written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do
full
like
of earth
piss.
shit. I do like piss. That's a good line.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
I'm just gonna screen cap that. That's a good screen cap right there.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Okay.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Are you fucking Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Do you think it's a coincidence?
What is?
There are 2 of us and 2 of these jackets.
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss F slur kind of guy or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the 2 statements.
That works. I feel like I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
My what?
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Fucking with you has definitely been something. I need to make sure I can get this check passed. I need
that
it.
ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
I want the jackets. Let me know which fuck ass jacket Kim would canonically wear. Yeah, he would wear the one that I would not expect.
These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying, or both. Just ask them, maybe.
Gentlemen, I need your jackets.
Why?
Do I have to answer that?
If you don't have to answer, then we don't have to give you our jackets. Doesn't sound like you have a reason.
Look at the shit I'm wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
I'm wearing horrible clothes to catch horrible people. It's depressing.
The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his uniform.
Please.
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Wait, world fucker, you got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes.
Yes, give me the fucking jacket.
You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Nah, I am. Give it to me.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
What? Fuck it. We don't need the other one. You said that you're more of a piss F slur kind of guy, so I got the jacket for you.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
But don't you want to express your individuality?
I already am expressing my individuality.
Still, it's good to know that we have it should the need arise.
The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
No, I need to wear the jacket with Kim. Fuck. Hold on.
That ride is fucking...
Hey.
What's he sitting on? What the fuck is he sitting on? What's he doing?
Cophead material.
These guys aren't scared.
These guys aren't skit.
That ride is.
Hey, piss.
No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
How?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Not even prospects, and already aspiring to be kings.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
I love Kim so fucking much.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
You offer us your jackets like that? It'd be impolite to refuse.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
Yes.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Since you said you're more of a piss F-slur kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell, go undercover. Hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
No. Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case need arises.
The need will not arise.
No, Kim, please.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Kim! Kim, no! Alright. Well, that's fine. I will do a BRB. Okay. I was going to use the motor carriage radio to ask about the library, because I think they're open
you
now.
see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
Looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Majan, a reader.
Billy Majan, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majan's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe.
Oh, shit!
It says. That's all.
Okay. Wow, alright.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
You don't have any other information on him?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
You know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majan? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, yes, okay, if it was the police, she starts explaining something.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Billy's husband who returned the book.
Good. You have a name now.
You know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can she describe what he looks like?
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Okay.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
The boots.
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Gotta talk to Kuno about the traps. Roam the streets to sniff out comrades. I don't think so. Okay.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of
Oh, Kuno, you fucking little shit. What have you done now, Kuno? Talk to him, Harry.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet Graffito action pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Thank you, Kuno. I really appreciate it.
You're still a dink. Now what's your case with Kuno?
You haven't know anything about any missing locusts.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
No one here is lame. Just what happened?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Thanks,
Kuno
reaction
doesn't
speed.
Fucking care.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Not lame prison. What could be worse? It's crawling with locusts.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case. Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
You think the insulindian phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist. But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here. The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
I like bothering Kim, though.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Thanks, Kim. I know you care a lot about this. Thank you so much. The sound of snow dripping off the roof, it's strange. Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. One fucking second, eh? One moment. Hold on. How am I reaching into that bucket through the wall? Hold on. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for entertaining this stupid fucking American attempts to do a British accent. Ward 11. Plus 20 facing.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, and then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
You stop. It's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
City of Rage. Please. What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Tears the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that.
I don't believe you.
Oh.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
You just stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard.
Fuck.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Okay, now that that's settled, it better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid.
He recognizes the name.
Well, you know what the insulindian phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding.
Is he okay? Kuno, my boy? My boy Kuno, are you alright? My boy Kuno? Kuno, my boy?
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Kuno's batteries are dying. Used to hate him, but now I just want to see him follow his dreams. He's still a stupid, dumb little gremlin child hyped up on drug, but no, he's growing on me. Kuno's remembering the reed bug attacking him when he was even younger. The trauma still stings at the corner of his eyes.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid, or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
No! Not the death of old. Fuck.
He has a 38-degree fever.
Oh, he's sick.
His resilience has given way.
He's just sick. It's fine.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this!
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts.
What?
They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Okay. First, let me go report a death to an unsuspecting wife. That might be a little more important. Reporting a death to an unsuspecting wife, that is. I have no fucking clue where this apartment is, by the way. I hope I get lucky here. Oh.
There. Do you smell that?
What?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent, reordering?
Let's take a deep breath.
What do you smell? The first thing that strikes you is the overwhelming brine. You imagine yourself underwater, a 100-legged arthropod scuttling along the murky silt at the bottom of the sea. But then the unmistakable reek of seagull shit hits you, buoyed along on the air currents, an acrid melody atop mouldering cords of wood rot and heavy fuel oil.
Everything in order, detective?
I'm working on developing my political consciousness.
You're developing your... You know what? I just leave you to it. Carry on, detective.
Yeah, that's fair. The lieutenant lacks your highly developed politico-olfactory cortex. The smell is undeniable, and it's coming from that balcony up there.
You mean from Sydney? Cindy?
The Tenema, a precocious communist youth, a symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters.
All right then. Fuck reporting a death to a grieving wife. Fuck that. Who cares? Let's establish communism.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Piss, F slur, and fuck the world send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Schools are silly. What are you even trying to achieve?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency.
Huh?
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
I don't know if we want to try and establish contact. She just wants violence and well, I don't know. Apparently. Hey, sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
My nose told me that you're also a communist. We should team up, join forces.
Well, well. Sounds like quite the snout you've got there.
Your olfactory department wants you to know that it accepts no responsibility for wherever this line of interrogation leads you.
Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban, a right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
Do you know where to find him?
I might.
Will you tell me?
No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Just tell me what you want me to do.
A wicked grin extends across her face.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
Oink oink.
Wow, that was easier than I expected. It's almost like you've been wanting to do it this whole time.
I just want you to tell me where he is.
A cool, damp feeling ripples through you. You realize you needn't have rolled over quite so easily.
Shut up, Volition. We're fine. We have plenty of morale.
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
It's fine!
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of. Steban's group meets only at night, in an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight.
Okay.
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
That's very helpful. Thank you, Cindy.
Hold on. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
I oinked!
See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
Do you know the passphrase?
Sure, I do. Steban trusts me.
You're not going to tell me?
Why would I? That would be so boring. Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are. That's enough. Off with you then.
Where's the passcode?
And what do you know about politics?
Looking for comrades to help me fire up the great Mazovian sausage grinder.
The girl erupts in a cackle that seems like it should belong to a much older woman.
Oh, that's very nice. The little piggy wants to make sausages. Out of what? His little piggy friends?
Don't worry, Kim. I would never make you into a sausage.
It was not a concern of mine.
Sure. I know some. Right.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
I guess I just give up, then nothing ever works out for me.
Oh, God. If he isn't
Hi,
the
Pepper.
saddest pig
I
in
didn't
the
reload or
world.
anything. I don't know why I can redo all of this conversation branch.
Incidentally, The Saddest Pig in the World is the title of a popular Gottwaldian children's book, written and illustrated by Moritz Metzger. In 26, it received the prestigious Critica Prize for Youth Literature.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
Oh, fine. I'll help. But first, I want something from you.
A wicked grin extends across.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
Come on, there's no way for you to treat your revolutionary brother.
Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little brother.
I'm not oinking for you.
Be a good pig now. No oink, no goods.
Okay.
Well, well. Seems like we're dealing with one tough pig. I'm impressed.
Yes, somehow you managed to oink with at least a modicum of dignity. The lieutenant, needless to say.
Sounds like your Stabans poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
What else can you tell me about this Staban?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
What's the catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Staban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passwords.
Yeah.
Why would I? Now, that's enough.
Okay. Just called you a fake communist. Are you going to stand for that? Apparently he is. Apparently Harry is going to stand for that. Bah, 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 bah. I didn't do that right, like at all, not even a little bit. Where is the door? Where is the correct door? Okay. Yeah, it's the balcony then. Harry just, yeah, you're probably right. I'm sorry. I'm not really sure entirely what I am just yet. I would do my made-up Harry voice if I could remember what the fuck it was. Something like this. No, wasn't quite like that.
The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup allons yo.
Shut up, perception.
The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
You have any advice on how to tell her he's...
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Right. Okay.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
Not southern, but had some grit to it. Okay, okay.
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up, nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
Time to look at all your shit. Hold on. An empty pack of Red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. Same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Can't they afford curtains? Fuck you too, Harry! A chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Textbook for high school mathematics. Trigonometry most. Trigonometry? Fuck you! Can't read. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Trigonometry. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. Okay.
It's you from the book stand.
Oh, shit! Just looks at you for a moment without knowing what to do.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
How old are your daughters?
Jolie is 16 and Jenny is turning 18 next month.
And where are they?
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
Out where?
He has a problem with drinking, and so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
Remember what he was wearing when you last saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Can you describe it?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
No distinctive features?
No, well, the lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
What was the name of the library?
Oh, it's in Jamrock. The one at Mayrow Street. I don't know the official name.
Central Jamrock Public Library?
I think, yes, if that's the one on Mayrow.
It is.
What was he supposed to do in the library?
Just to return a book of mine. Why? Why all those questions, Detective? Did he...
What was the name of the book?
I think it was, Thibaut's The Glinting Curve. It was pretty good.
Okay, I got something I gotta tell you.
She folds her hands across her chest. Here it comes.
Please.
You've done this before.
Okay.
Just keep your focus.
I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mijan, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Your husband, Victor Mijan, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh is correct.
Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Uh. It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Yeah, it's good, Lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Okay. Set the library card by her, leave the room.
You did well.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
And that's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. Alrighty then. That's it. We did it. I need to go to the library and get the thingy, the doohickey, for the lady at the church. That's what I need to do. Death notice accomplished. Fucking play a little mission complete jingle. Where did Kim go? Kim, oh Kim, where art thou? There he is. He spawned.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I was told there's a huge fridge in the building's cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own way to the cellar.
Well, here, let me equip the stupid big-ass thing. Yeah.
Hello again, esteemed...
Hello, child. Can you tell me about your mom's secrets?
Hi, Ace Detective.
Nope, never mind. Hey, kid, I accidentally gave away the hat. Sorry about that, kid.
You see a set of tattered curtains
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
And who are the Seminese?
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands down south. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Was this not where I had to go for the thing? I thought it was.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books.
Wait. Wall Street Jet.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Huh?
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I heard there's a fridge there that I need.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
I'll think about it.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I didn't see a fucking option to talk to you about it.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
It's just a storage room. Why does it have a 70s ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy. And their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
What the wards?
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Let me in, fucker.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
What if I don't want to lie?
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I have returned from the void. A paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but it's only because the spectral realm of parapsychology... Fuck. It's taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Semini's blood also runs through me.
You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The Phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
What?
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course, the entity. For I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell. Of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains.
Horrifying.
God knows what she's doing
Says
there.
Puffy Cat, resident woman in chat.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
I will be very surprised if there's actually a fucking ghost back there. Harry's kind of overdoing it. Thankfully, this person is gullible. Usually they are, is my understanding. If you kind of believe in this shit, it doesn't take a lot. Like religion! Pull the curtains up.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
In Japan, their proper title is biopathy. Oh! This woman's fucking ridiculous. Alright, let's get some light in here. Oh, it's not actually that dark. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. No sane person will ever put their head into such a machine. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. You're looking at an unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity! I feel like mullets are going out of style as a masculine thing, though. I feel like I talk about this a lot. I hate that this is what we consider a mullet. I always thought a mullet meant like the bangs were not like you like basically shaved your fucking head except for the back. But apparently a mullet nowadays just means you have long hair in the back. And that's all it needs to mean.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Unlock the door with a key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
How interesting it would be if there was a ghost, and also the cryptid's real, and the game starts to take a wild turn. I fully expect the Ensilid Phasmid to exist. Like, whole ass. Alright, here we are. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. What's up, Kim?
What is this place?
It's like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
Draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his
I
foot.
doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Yeah.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here.
Sounds good.
Hey, look, a bull. Yeah. I know where I'm putting this. Poster says Setius Fortis. The rest is worn off. Oh. Smells like leather and sweat.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
He responds so seriously. Worn out wall bars that look unsafe. The hallway's blocked by old window panes and debris. And debris! A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Airship rotors covered in spider webs that remind you of blades. A mannequin! A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. The wearer its clothes it used to display. Money! Nope, not Kim. I want the money. 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 Blue velvet soft to the touch, moth bitten.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Okay, let's look at it.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Oh, okay.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Well, did anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Oh, well, that's fair. Okay. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark
Pizza
and cold,
bagel.
this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the Sidgewell.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Eggnog and morphine, two very comparable things. It's true, they're both absolutely terrible.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading what happened.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Okay.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
How do I know what Kadran mosaic tiles look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
What are the radio frequencies for?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Who's the Game Master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
It's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of airwidth alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Scribbled across the notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
A dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Another radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
I'll look at it in a second. Let me look at this. Money. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Okay. Steel rotor blades bearing slipstream logo. Production schedule filament memory. Is that the thing I'm looking for? Okay. Quick save.
The dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired
I'm gonna turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
I assume play and print will do nothing.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Okay.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en route de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Let's try the password for the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nah.
Thank you, and goodbye.
So you insert this giant fucking cube and you hit play. That connects you to like basically like a tech person, a tech operator. And they're like, hey, what's the password? And you go, hey, the password's blank. And they go, okay. And that unlocks the ability to hit print?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
That seems so dumb.
With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident.
It's both over-engineered and under-engineered. Yeah, just... I mean, I understand the entire point is they didn't develop like a hard drive, I guess, but... all this just to print something. And then again, like if you want to type information, you don't have a visual. That's not how it works.
The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Let's read about the capital. I want to know about the money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident, SCA, managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Riyal? You're. These guys knew how to party.
Gosh, where'd they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Read about the workforce who worked there how long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon.
Ah.
Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Why did the radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept artists.
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skip to work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules.
Yeah?
One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Skims with the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists.
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team.
They didn't have somebody who put their foot down and said, no, we can't keep just expanding.
They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
So done by their own ambition.
No. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
What?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
This is some insane shit. Who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
Robbie, it'd be like if those the Nintendo Satellaview, right? Add-on for the fucking Super Famicom was like if they just kept expanding the fucking concept. Well, never see. How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
How many combinations could you make out of that?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
How bad could it be? Oh, Jesus! Oh, fuck! Oh, no! It's not done! Keep going! Yeah, baby! Look at that number! Oh my god. Fuck! Oh, it's so many combinations, man!
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest. He's dying for a cigarette. Come to think of it, you are too.
Electrochemistry, eat my asshole. Keep going.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Just let the numbers wash over you. Oh, now we're at the zeros.
And that's it.
Oh! Okay, so that's what did them in.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
The what now?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day.
For the record, I'm creepy. The ad's creeping up on me. I'm trying to get out of this dialogue box before it starts, but may not get to that point, so I'll just have to kind of quickly pause the game. And the anomaly caused all the data to just get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
So you're telling me a human being decided that making a game mechanic with that fucking many combinations was a good idea that the human team could develop? Again, imagine being a tester for this shit. Yeah! They lost the whole game. Wasn't there a copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
Okay, let me do the BRB that I have to do. One sec. Okay. What does it say?
S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me. Not after 8 months of crunch.
Dude.
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
It's not very convincing, is it?
Her former colleagues would agree with you. She's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge.
Oh. Anything else from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes at the end.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Tear off the printout and throw it away. Why am I throwing it away?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Remove the production schedule.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Okay. And now... What's up, Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's obvious that this is what remains of Suna's radio game studio, Fortress Accident.
Yes, I got that. What I meant was, what were they trying to achieve with this damn game? What were their ambitions? Because this here looks rather advanced.
This is way above your tiny little policeman head.
I don't know. I'm not an artist.
Okay, well, I think.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Yeah.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they how were they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations.
Yeah.
None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Well, okay. I guess I was kind of lowballing what they were doing here. They were essentially, right? They were trying to make the closest thing they could to an MMO in this universe. You know, but you know, using a radio computer and having no visual, so it would be entirely auditory. Like that's actually pretty. They didn't have the budget for it, but the concept itself is very admirable.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game.
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Wow.
Indeed. It's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Oh, I thought we'd talk more about it if I said that. What the fuck? Yo, where the fuck am I? Oh, the basement. Okay.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? This must be the giant ice bear fridge that Suna mentioned. Look inside.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Look inside the fridge.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. But where's the filament memory? It's not here.
Yeah, I can't see the offsite copy anywhere. Check the shelves again.
Someone must have taken it. What does the note say?
Let's see.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
So we came in here to defeat an entity.
The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
They tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Okay. So, do I have a... handwritten note from the fridge. Handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Not the illiterate ginger kid.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
There's no filament memory. But who?
Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Lucan and Kilda's co-workers? I remember coming across this name when we were reading her personal log.
You have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Okay. Filthy rags, myth of mercy. Yeah.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
And how'd this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
I'm fine.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
If I wipe my hands on my pants.
What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Look at the door gunner Megamix. Magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play.
You stare at the great door gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape.
Well, we can get on that. Dried maybells. This is the wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of mugettes that you found on the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Is it a coincidence it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too.
Okay.
It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Okay. Evan's fractured bullet. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. Now looks like a fanciful jacket button. More like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What do I do with you, Bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim.
Swear to God, if it's my fucking gun.
In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Oh, so it can't be mine. Okay, cool.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon. Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary and jacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
May have had better fucking hand-eye coordination, but I'll give it a shot.
You can't remember
I would have
what
nutted.
happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearms?
I would have fucking nutted. Alright, the bullet has nothing more to say. And then we have a map of Martinez. And yeah, this book. Okay. Kim does take his job very seriously. You're correct. Ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. A fat flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Ah. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. What the fuck?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's
Where?
too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yes.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
It's the same type of weapon, yes. A breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue.
What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Alright, let's look at this. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Free stuff.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Yeah, we're gonna unplug the ice bear fridge.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
I don't know if we want to unplug the other one, at least not yet. An insane mesh tank top. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Bring money down here. Outside the window, people's feet shuffling by onto the street. There's stuff over here I didn't look at quite yet. Wall collapsed and inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Kim, that's a furnace.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
Unless I got lost somewhere. This all stemmed from you checking out that fucking curtain, right? Right, yeah. And that all stemmed from me wanting to help Suna, the radio computer lady at the church.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
Kick it with your foot.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Good. Alright, yell into the fucking...
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Okay. Toe damage.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Why can't I turn the ice cream crank?
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Isn't this thing supposed to make it easier to open shit? I do it like this?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
No.
It has a hand crank.
Nothing has changed from me doing that. Am I supposed to, like... What's this? Oh! Yeah? Oh, okay. Sure, man. Should I unplug the...
Only the black cable is something close to you.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after the ice cream maker has defrosted.
Oh, fuck off. How long is that gonna take?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
Okay. Guess I'll wait a little bit. Fucking bullshit.
This old fire, the whole thing resembled.
Oh. Or what? Hold on. What the shit? Hi.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. Bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
Is any of this actually related to the plot? Maybe? That's a good question.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Oh, what do you mean by Malay, that word?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in
Amelia.
station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
That's confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I'm not interested in buying dice right now. Police officers need to ask some questions.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
What do you know about the man who's lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out of the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You often work Sunday nights.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
You like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
He looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
It's not considered squatting or whatever.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
You know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artemip?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah, judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work out, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Shut up, electrochemistry.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Yes, logic. I know not to trust electrochemistry. It's okay.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revershow ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Okay.
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritte does the same thing.
I see. What did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand.
Miss Novelty Dice Maker, do you perhaps hate normies or something?
And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
He's saying it like that. It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishell ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
It's a vision beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast. Guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I don't have a comment on drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Okay.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I don't know if I have anything else to ask about right now.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
More questions about the building?
I'm listening.
Oh.
Good. I hope it
Or
clarified
this place is
things
cursed.
a bit.
Did you know that people call it
What
the doomed
else?
commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to explode her own data to keep the company going.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
You're right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
Yeah.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Science thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
What do you mean, shivers? Why can I use my shivers to discern why our business hasn't failed? Okay. Maybe I'll ask about the other stuff some other time, but I'm already kind of pushing my luck here on what I can do today. Alright, for now let's just leave and tell her that she's insane.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes, yes. How was it?
Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sun shine in.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she is a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker?
I'm done with the dumb voice.
Well,
it's not even
spit
the
it
right
out.
one.
Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
There is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies.
too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
First, you're one of those inconsistencies.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simonese wards to thank for the protection they provide.
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Yeah, sure. Fuck this lady. She's stupid. She's a dumb fucking idiot. Fuck you, lady, you dumbass. Stop exploding your daughter, you fuck. So, I have increased electrochemistry. So let's look at that mirror again, huh?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore.
8%. What clothes do I have that can increase my electrochemistry? Yeah. The jeans. Is that it? Might just be the jeans. Oh. Is there anything I'm wearing that decreases it? No. And so now what does it say?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror.
Exmo wants to try and wipe that grin off his own face. It's true. In fact, I might save Scum a little bit.
Still not happening.
Fucking eat my asshole.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still not.
A man has fallen in Lego City.
That easy.
I don't want electrochemistry to be too high. I will fucking die if it does. I really don't want it. I don't want to do it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
A mirror hangs in Lego City.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still.
Electrochemistry won't let me stop smiling in Lego City.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still.
A mirror hangs a man in Martinez.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's like something snaps in you.
Yes.
A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
There we go. Imagine his hair's a little longer, and that's him. There he is. Well, no, I would say his face isn't quite chubby enough because the portrait, again, it seems like the game models are a better representation of what they're supposed to look like. But damn, it's just sobered you, tragic sad now. You're welcome. All right, let me. Okay, so I want to wear my stupid cop blazer. Where's my stupid cop blazer? Not blazer, a jacket. Yeah, RCM Commander jacket. Need some pants. Which I guess is my shitty ass flare cut trousers. And the gloves. I don't know if I want to wear that hat. Maybe I don't want to wear that hat. Somewhere in the world, Skeeby also stops smiling. He'll show up one of these days and he'll look at that and he'll be like, man, what the fuck? What happened to the smile? What is this shit? Hey, I stopped smiling. Do you like me now?
Again?
No. No, you don't. You don't like me now. I need to stop playing the game. I need to stop playing the fucking game. As much as I like playing the game, I need to stop playing the game. You gonna have fun down there, Kim? All right, Kim.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
I found you guys a new bull.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
I'm very sorry. It's the best I could find.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
Yay!
He mumbles something to himself. It seems to be a variety of curses.
Something you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Do May bells mean anything to you, Renee?
I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck.
Is this a royalist military tradition?
It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. Call them revolutionary flowers. Bells of the revolution.
Would they bring you good luck?
You know what? No. They brought me misery, false hope, and disappointment. The revolutionaries sullied them.
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sullied the ID for you, was it? She gave them to me too, and your jealous little heart just couldn't accept it.
Enough! I can go over these matters in detail with you, Gaston, but not while we have company. So, officers.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month.
Alright. Alright, see you later, Kim. You have fun down there, Kim. Where's your boombox?
Hello again.
How can I help you?
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
Yeah. What was in here again?
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with
I'm buying
antlers
it.
and immense...
Welcome to Hyondal, officer.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted...
Yeah.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play a tape on one of the boom boxes real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Can I get a discount on this boom box? A police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Door Gunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental. Careful, you can only do this once.
I'm not just doing any police work. I've got the Door Gunner Megamix here. Era-defining work. Let's do 4 real.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music concrete cop.
Yay!
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay, but I'm gonna have to do this some other time. I will now, for serious, stop playing the game. So fucking bye-bye. Thanks for watching.